I want to start with a concern among many Houstonians over FEMA assistance after Beryl. Many of you have sent us questions wondering why your FEMA checks are delayed. In some cases, you've told us your applications have been denied altogether. FEMA Representative Rebecca Kelly is here now to answer some of your questions for us. Rebecca, good morning. Thank you so much for your time.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me this morning. It really helps us to amplify our messaging to the survivors who need help in this recovery process.
Yeah, and that's really critical, yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. I'm going to let you continue. It's really critical to have this type of transparency in this space to be able to address those questions and concerns.
Most certainly. Today we're going to talk about Serious Needs Assistance. Serious Needs Assistance is a program that FEMA just rolled out this past May. It is a one-time $750 payment per household to eligible survivors in the declared disaster area. Once you have applied for FEMA, then an assessment is made to determine what kind of services you are eligible for. Oftentimes, we don't have all the information. You're going to receive calls or a letter from a phone number you may not recognize. It's very important to answer that call or to return the call should you receive a letter with questions about your application. Some applications require a lot of documentation. Obviously, we have to verify your identity. Obviously, we also have to be able to identify the damage where the residence is. Additionally, we may look at your application and say, hey, we just noticed here that you have some persons in your household that have some medical challenges. Let me reach back out to this individual and see if there's any other programs that I can plug them into to help them on the road to recovery. So we have to be able to confirm your identity. We have to know the address of the home where the declared disaster area took place. We have to be able to verify that damage. We have to be able to respond back to your application, answer questions, receive the documents that we've asked for. The Serious Needs Assistance payment is also in addition to other funding that you may be receiving from FEMA. If we take a look at your application and we still have questions, we're going to call you. We're going to take as much time as we need in order to assess how best we can assist you in the recovery process. It's going to be a long one. And because we have worked so closely with the state and the local communities on the assessment, which are still ongoing, we are opening up other disaster recovery centers in which to process applicants. We opened up 4 over last weekend. We opened up 2 in Fort Bend County this week. We opened one up in Pasadena. That should help with the lines and the processing of these applications and getting those funds out to survivors. You can apply online. For the one-time S&A payment, you can go to a disaster recovery center or you can call the helpline. Yes, it takes a long time on the phone. We are processing very, very quickly as we possibly can, but the hold times are longer until we are able to get the disaster recovery centers open and staffed with individual assistance specialists who can help you with your application and pull in all those documents for you that you're going to need in order to finalize your case.
Yeah, this is all really good information. Rebecca, I do have a few questions for you. You know, to our viewers who are telling us that they are getting put on hold and they're having a difficult time reaching FEMA, what would you say to these viewers?
Look for a disaster recovery center in your area. You can go to drclocator.com on the FEMA webpage, and it'll tell you where there is one located nearest your home or where your damage was. Or you can go to any of the other disaster recovery centers in the counties that we have opened up disaster recovery centers. We work again in collaboration with the state. They tell us where we might be able to set up, and then we'll open them up as quickly as possible. We are probably up to about 40 disaster recovery centers right now that should help alleviate some of the long wait times on the phone or in the disaster recovery center itself.
Yeah, that's really good to know. And then for folks who are saying that it's just taking a long time for their applications to be approved in the first place, is there anything they can do to follow up to ensure that their application is in some sort of, kiosk or in the right place?
Sure. Go to a disaster recovery center.
Okay.
Talk to a case manager about your file. Get on the phone. If you haven't heard from FEMA in a few days, stay in touch with FEMA.
Okay.
There's probably questions about documentation or identity. We don't care about your eligibility status in terms of immigration, as long as there is an applicant that's living at your home that is a minor under the age of 18 with a social security number. Additionally, I will say that some of our payments are direct pay. Some applicants have asked to receive that payment by check. If we look at our folder and say, hey, we sent this check out to you 10 days ago, are you living at the home that you registered with? Have you moved to some other area? And we're going to take a look and see if we know that we mailed a check 10 days ago and you haven't received it, then we need to put a stop payment on that check and we need to get another check reissued to you. I understand a lot of people don't want to give a banking account routing number.
Yeah.
So they've asked for a paper check. And so there is a lot of difficulty in individuals receiving that check by mail.
Okay. Really quick, one last question for you. I've received text messages from folks who have told me they've already been approved. They're just waiting, and it's been weeks. How long can that wait be?
As we open up more centers, the wait time should get shorter.
Okay.
We're still opening up more. I think we have a number of disaster recovery centers still yet to open. So we're going to get to everybody. We're going to stay as long as the state requests us to stay and process those applications. Nobody is going to walk away without getting some kind of help and back on the road to recovery.
Okay. It might just take a little time, and I know that's easier said than done, especially given the circumstances some of these folks are having to deal with. Rebecca Kelly, as always, thank you so much for this insight. We do appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me, Zach. We appreciate you welcoming FEMA into your house here in Houston, Texas, and the opportunity to amplify our messaging on the road to recovery.
Good stuff.
Thank you again.
Thank you.